Tonight, emotions are spilling into the streets of Minneapolis. 3-gram cry as the verdict was read.
I can't believe it. It feels, there's poetry in the fact that he couldn't breathe, and it feels like we just got a breath of fresh air. Like for the first time, it feels like we can breathe.
It was just a beautiful moment when we finally get to see somebody get at least an inch of justice.
All rise for the jury.
Inside the courthouse, the dramatic conclusion to one of the most high-stakes trials in memory. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin looking on as the verdict was read late today.
We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty.
Guilty of second-degree murder, guilty of third-degree murder, and guilty of second-degree manslaughter.
I ask for time and patience to review the facts, gather evidence, and prosecute for the murder of George Floyd to the fullest extent the law allowed.
After marathon closing arguments where the prosecution argued George Floyd died because of Chauvin's knee on his neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds, and the defense countered that Floyd's death was due to other factors like drug use and prior health conditions, the sequestered jury got the case late Monday. It was made up of 5 men and 7 women. 6 jurors were white, 4 black, 2 multiracial. They ranged in age from their 20s to their 60s and included a chemist, an auditor, an executive assistant, and someone who works in IT. For the Floyd family, the wait had been agonizing.
I'm feeling tears of joy, so emotional that no family in history ever got this far. We was able to get a guilty charge on all accounts. We got a chance to go to trial, and they took it all away. So this right here is for everyone that's been in this situation. Everybody. We are here. We stand in a unit.
Late today, President Biden placed this phone call.
Now there's justice.
Tonight, Derek Chauvin led away in handcuffs for the murder of George Floyd. Outside the courthouse, relief.
And Gabe, outside that courthouse, people I know watching on their cell phones, what was the moment like when the verdict was read?
Well, Lester, it was really incredible to watch, and right now there is a celebration underway right outside the courthouse. During this trial, both the prosecution and the defense had insisted that this case was solely about the actions of Derek Chauvin, but for so many people in this crowd, it was about so much more.
And it seemed that many were actually stunned by the verdict.
Yeah, that's right, Lester. As you said, they gathered around their cell phones. Some of them heard it a few seconds before, and others because of different feeds, and they started yelling throughout the crowd, really passing along the news. Moment, some burst into tears as the verdict was read. Many were burst into tears as the verdict was read. Many were surprised. This was the moment they had finally been waiting for, Lester.
All right. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.